Hey movers and shakers, this is Jae Burnham from the 7-Figure Moving Academy. I want to know, what do you guys do to handle stress? What is it that you do to solve the problem of stress? We're in a very stress-related business. People who are using us tend to be very stressed out. This is one of the most stressful businesses, not only for the customer, but for us as well. So how do you handle stress? How do you relieve the stress in your life and in your business? Well, that is something we're going to talk about today, right after this. Hi guys, thank you for coming back to another exciting episode of the 7-Figure Moving Academy. Glad to have you here. Let me ask you this, what is stress? I've come down that stress is basically built of 4 different things: time, money, unfinished business, and disorganization. And quite honestly, disorganization is the supreme one of it all, right? You guys are going to be stressed out because you have a lack of time, lack of money, you're disorganized, and you got a bunch of unfinished business. And that's what stress is, right? So how do we solve it? Well, the answer is really simple. You solve those 4 things. You figure out time, you figure out money, and you figure out, you complete cycles of action, and you organize. That's what it really comes down to. But let's get into the actual specifics, right? So the first thing you need to do is organize yourself. Get organized. Put things in order, put things in place. Make sure your paperwork is filled out and filled out correctly, that you've done your bookkeeping, that it is done start to finish, and that you don't start a new cycle of action until you finished an old cycle of action, right? There's this misconception that you can multitask, and that has been proven wrong over and over again, that multitasking actually does not work and does not enhance productivity. All it does is it spreads you out, and all these different cycles of action, all of them which do not get completed, and that makes a disorganized mess. So the first thing you need to do is get organized. One of the good things you need to do with organization is probably get yourself a good CRM for your moving company or your business. Get the one that's going to fit for you. Not every single CRM is going to fit your business needs. There is not one all-in-all turnkey solution out there for CRMs, but there are 3 different CRMs that I find that are the best, and then there are goods that get honorable mentions, and then there's the ones that are just crappy. And the top 3 that I recommend is Movgeistics, and yes, I am a little bit biased because I work for Movgeistics, and I'd like to set you up with a demo if I can. All you have to do is give me a call, boom, and I will set you up with a demo. If you don't want to look at Movgeistics, that's absolutely fine. There's no worries, no pressure, no anything. I would also then recommend looking at SmartMove, which is owned by Louis Massaro, which I'm sure you guys are well aware of. And then the final one that I highly recommend is Move It Pro. And again, all of these CRMs are going to be good to organize your business. They're going to capture leads, they're going to be able to help you with paperwork, help you with follow-ups, etc. So get yourself organized, get yourself a good moving company CRM software system that's going to be right for your business. Don't necessarily take my recommendation, although I would love for you to do that. Get the one that's going to be right for you, right? Time management. You're going to have to set up time management, right? You can't be work all day, and not have any kind of personal life, not have any kind of other extracurricular activities. That makes for a very dull person and, quite honestly, a sick person. You need to go out and get exercise. You need to spend some time with your family and friends. You need to be able to socialize. We are social animals, and that we require other people every once in a while around us. If all you're doing is working, you're going to estrange yourself from those who know and love you. So don't do it. Make sure that there's some time management there so that you can cut out time for work, cut out time for exercise, cut out time for your family and friends, right? When you do that, you're going to feel less stressed. You're going to be feeling more agile, etc. So basically, all I'm saying with the time management is organize your time. right? The next one is money management. What I'm asking you to do there is to organize your money. One problem that we come into, one of the biggest problems that stress us out, is that we seemingly have a lack of money. There is no such thing as lack of money. You can always make more money, right? The problem comes in is when you are disorganized, you have your time gets spread across all different facets, nothing gets done, and then when you don't have enough time, then you start dropping cycles of action that are critical to making more money, therefore giving you the idea that you don't have enough time and enough money. Both of them are BS. You have plenty of time and you have plenty of money. If you don't have plenty of money, you could always make more money.
Show me the money!
This channel has hundreds of videos that will teach you how to make more money. But the biggest thing is you need to start managing your money correctly. Right? Get yourself organized with a good CRM, start managing and organizing your time, and then you're going to be able to manage your money. When you start managing your money and you start putting money away, you start putting it in the right accounts, etc., you're going to find out that a lot of your stress gets dispelled, gets blown away just from those 3 actions alone, right? But that's not all. That's not all we're going to do to solve this problem of being stressed out. The second thing you need to do is you need to start finishing cycles of action. You need to start finishing those jobs which are incomplete. Having a bunch of incomplete actions, complete jobs, incomplete paperwork, incomplete disciplinary actions, incomplete life functions, that is just going to build up, and it adds in more burden, and subconsciously it really starts to weigh on you and starts to put on a big burden on your back. It becomes that monkey on your back. Absolutely. So what you need to do then is to, once you've organized, is you need to start completing everything out there that's incomplete. Do it one at a time. Again, don't multitask. Go to one action that is the longest and most stressful to you. Complete that cycle of action, get it done, put it away. Then go on to the next cycle of action and complete that cycle of action and put that one away. And do it systematically. Start with the oldest one first, up to the newest one, right? That way when you come down, you get to the newest one, all your actions, all your incomplete cycles of actions, all your incomplete jobs, all your incomplete paperwork is handled, right? And you need to organize before you do that so you got to make sure you organize your time and your money so that you can then complete these cycles of action. So before you can complete cycles of action, you got to get in the organized. So get in the organized, manage your time. Once you manage your time, then you can put these different incomplete cycles of action inside that time management. And that's going to make you more money. It's going to make you more happy. It's going to make your employees happy. It's going to make your wife or your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend and your kids happy. Do those 2 actions. That relieves about a good 80% of your stress-related problems, right? So the next thing you want to do is when you're doing, finishing the incomplete cycles of actions, the next thing, which is a part A of this thing, is you need to set up on rules and processes and get that done. You need to have the discipline to put in processes that will actually solve this problem of incomplete cycles of action. So you need to get in some rules that says nothing can be done until this is done, and so on and so forth. And then put in those exact actions that will get that incomplete cycles of action done. Create checklists for that. Do whatever you need to do, but actually put in rules and processes to solve that problem of incomplete cycles of action. 3, you need to put in discipline. Not only discipline on your crews, discipline and on people that are related to you, discipline to all your vendors and creditors, but discipline on yourself. That is the first and foremost the objective here. You've got to put in discipline on yourself. You can create all the rules and processes you want. You complete all the cycles of action that you want. You can organize your business all that you want. But if you fail to put in discipline, all of that is for naught. So once you organize, then you've got to complete the cycles of action, create the rules and process so those cycles of action get done, and then have the discipline to actually follow through with everything that you've done so far. Okay? That is vitally important. You got to do that. A lot of people don't miss that. You know, there's a bunch of videos out there that talk about all this airy-fairy, own your problems, own that you're going to have problems in the life, things are going to happen, take responsibility, thing. That's all great. That's very ethereal. That is definitely something you need to do. But quite honestly, don't give you the practical steps to actually accomplish getting stress off your back. And this is what I'm attempting to accomplish with this video. So do these cycles of action. Now, what we're going to do now, the next couple of steps is not necessarily handling the stress, which we're doing. We're actually getting rid of the stress. What we're now doing is preventative steps. We're going to do some steps that allow the prevention of the stress to start building up again. So step number 4, you need to do some sort of physical activity, whether it's exercise, getting out on the trucks yourself every once in a while, cutting logs so you can burn wood, chopping wood for the fireplace, going out there and having a garden. You need to go out there and do some physical activity and strenuous physical activity. You need to start increasing that heart rate. You need to get that blood flowing. You need to start really detoxing the body with all the, drinking plenty of water, etc., eating right. This is very important, and this will help prevent a lot of your stress. So my suggestion is you go and start eating healthy, start eating organic. If you can grow your own food, you should grow your own food. If you can't, no worries. Don't put that pressure on you. You don't need to put that kind of pressure on you, but just need to go start shopping better, start eating healthier. Number 5, you need to start hiring people to do those jobs that you can't give 100% to. You need to start hiring people and delegating what you need to get done that you can't give 100% to, right? If you can't do marketing, then you need to hire a marketer. If you don't have the time in your day to do SEO for your website, then you need to hire an SEO specialist. If you can't hire somebody to do something, then you need to figure out some sort of way to get somebody in to do it. Go and try to find interns, try to find college kids that are looking for portfolios, getting real experience, etc. There are ways to bring people in to your business that you can then intern or journeyman or any kind of apprenticeship, things like that. There are ways to get people to come in even if you don't have a lot of cash. But you need to start delegating. You need to start hiring those positions that you don't have the time to do, right? It's okay. It's actually a better use of your time, your money, and it will increase your ROI in the long end. This also means you will have to, of course, educate yourself on management and leadership. But hey, that's part of being a business leader anyway. Right? So make sure that you are doing that. And when you do hire these people, make sure that you demand and you put in discipline on them to make sure that those guys do their job and do it to the best of their ability. Give them the authority and give them the room to do their job and come up with solutions to any problems that they come up with. Do not accept problems from your employees. Only accept solutions. They can present a problem to you, but then they should also present a solution as well. And maybe that solution isn't correct. Maybe that solution is a BS solution, but you got to force them to start thinking creatively, start thinking in solutions versus problems. When you hire somebody, you're hiring them to solve your problems. You're not hiring them to give you more problems. What's the use of hiring them? That seems to be a problem with a lot of us. I know that I had that problem. When I hired guys always gave me the problem. They did not want to come up with a solution, and that is not how you're supposed to handle employees. You're supposed to give them the authority, you're supposed to give them the tools, and you're supposed to give them the room to do it on themselves, be creative. If they screw up, they're going to screw up, but know that you can also retrain them. If they fail to retrain and fail to do it, that's when you get rid of them and put somebody new into that position. All right, that is really how you handle stress, guys. It's not very difficult. It comes down to those 4 items that I talked to you about: time, money, incomplete cycles of action, and disorganization. So how do you handle that? You follow the five steps that I have down here below, and you should be stress-free.
Yeah, baby.
I hope this was good for you. I hope that you got something out of it. I hope that you can go out there and use these very simple steps to handle stress, not only in your life, but in your business too, so that you can make big bucks, that you can make the big bucks and create the lifestyle that you created this business to have, right? Because that's what's important. If you're not getting that lifestyle that you started this business to create, then you're not doing the job effectively, which means you're adding stress. How do you get rid of that stress? Follow these steps. Very simple, guys. Thank you so much. You know that I love you. What I would like you guys to do for me in return, if you would, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's things that you do to relieve stress. I'd like to hear some of the good ideas that you guys come up with stress relief. If you're not subscribed to this channel, I highly recommend you do it. I do a video almost every single week, and I try to do it as many times as I can for you guys. So once a week, I try to present a video. Sometimes I don't always accomplish that because I am a pretty busy guy myself, but I try to produce a video. So what I want you to do, go to that subscribe, hit the bell, and that way when I do upload a video, you can be informed on your computer that, hey, Jay from 7-Figure Moving Academy just did a new video. So go down there and click the subscribe button now. Thank you guys so much. You know I love you. I like you. Go and do something great today.